no air. A house is not a home. Like, that's cute to say. You know what I mean? So, like, as far as like what do I want to call it? Like non-traditional. And when I say non-traditional, I'm not even talking about like the LGBT. I'm not talking about that non-traditional. Not to that extent. I'm talking about like just like a boyfriend and a girlfriend who live together, and then they break up, and then one of them calls and like, a house just ain't a home no more. Like, yeah, that is that's true. But if you got children, which is shown in this, I believe this is showing that you have children with this person and something you guys have, one of you guys have left the home situation, and a house is not a home. That's why a house is not a home came up to clarify that this is a home situation. This was someone leaving the house and leaving their child, but maybe not. I'm not saying leaving their child necessarily as far as like there's no contact or communication between them and their child. And now that's one scenario. Now another scenario could just be that you had a child outside of this relationship and you need to still nurture, like basically you and this person who wasn't the baby's father, y'all had a relationship and broke up, but you have a child, and instead of being so hung up on your child, you can just nurture, instead of being so hung up on this person that you broke up with, nurture your child, because nurturing your child is nurturing your inner child, and your inner child is your heart. Your inner child is like, if you watch the movie Hook, just to let y'all know, I'll be doing a movie breakdown soon. But if you watch the movie Hook, that's what that's about. With him getting his happy thought and feeling like having to go back to Neverland to find his inner child. So by you nurturing a child, you're healing your inner child. So that's what they want you to do. Now, let's see what's going on. What else is going on with Libra in love? Too many messages. What else is going on with Libra in love? I'm pulling from the tarot deck now. What else is going on with Libra in love? Alright, so the first card pulled is this King of Swords. The King of Swords is showing a cold character. And I put it like on accident, for real. Not really purposely, but it felt right, and I put it right there. Right on this clear your space card. And a house is not a home. So I believe this King of Swords may have been the individual that you're trying to clear your space from. And not, when I say clear your space, I don't mean like, a lot of times we don't realize that the things that we're going through seem so fucking detrimental, and they are. They're very important, and the decisions we make at this moment are important. But we don't know what's in our future. So when I say clear your space, I'm not saying that you may clear your space from this person or have to forever. But at this particular time for your energies in July, this is who you're trying to clear your space from, I believe. The King of Swords, so you can actually turn into this Empress fully. The Empress, and then also the Nine of Pentacles came out, which is someone that has stability. Someone who's feeling pretty damn good about themselves. They're a little cocky, they're alone. They kind of, look at this woman, she looks sexy. It's like she got her sexy dress on, you feel me? So, but she's like single, and I don't want to say ready to mingle, because she's about her bread, but she's feeling good where she's at. Now, this card, like I said, I pulled it next, but it kind of came out, it's under the teaching and learning. So also, like I said, the Akashic Records, it got everything in it. So it got some business stuff in it. It got, because you got the Nine of Pentacles, so you could be learning things that have to do with business right now instead of focusing on love, taking a break from love, which would make sense because you are hard at work. with this Three of Pentacles, it's like you're trying to figure something out. You're trying to become the alchemist, but you're just at the beginning. Like, you're like just now putting the math problem together. Like, all right, 1 squared, yeah, I mean, or 2 squared times B plus. So you're just now really sitting down to figure this out. All right, what else is going on with Libras in love? What's going on with Libras in love? How do they feel about their love interest? How does Libra feel about their love interest? How does Libra feel about their love interest? Clarify the Nine of Wands. How does Libra feel about their love interest? Let's clarify the Nine of Wands. How does Libra feel about their love interests? Clarify the Nine of Wands. All right, so how do you feel about your love interest, Libra? I pulled the Nine of Wands for you guys. Now, the Nine of Wands, I wasn't sure. This card can represent many different things, especially in this particular deck that I'm pulling from. So sometimes this can show me like a victorious person. But these wands, like I said, they always represent passion and fire, a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Now, they can also represent someone like being trapped or having a lot of trouble surrounding their passions. Like things not necessarily going to, right? Them being passionate about something, but there being a lot of blockages towards it because she's kind of surrounded by the wands, or fenced in, I could say. But now she could walk away, but the sun is behind her. So she has her back towards the sun. Now she could come this way and she ain't trapped, but them fences is blocking her from walking towards that sunlight, which is a new beginning and happiness. So you want to clear your blockages so you can walk towards that sun. And it looks like you are doing that because you got the Six of Swords, which is representing someone who is getting out of troubled water. So you were feeling a little stuck. You got a lot of this. This could also represent your mental, yeah, because it's passions. But like I said, you were stuck right here. So right here would represent you getting unstuck and actually moving against, like right here, even though there's no water, because you were stuck, it's like you're going against the current. Because if you go against the current, you're not going to get nowhere. But here, you're moving with the current. You're moving out of troubled waters and actually moving with the current. And the current's actually helping you push ahead, which is bringing you to the next card, the World. Oh, I'm sorry. Not yet. Which is bringing you to the next card, the Two of Wands. So this Two of Wands is movement. You are making movement. You're still thinking. You could also still be in the midst of early July, about to make movement, because these two wands can also represent two decisions that you're trying to make too. But these wands, I always look at them as the number 11, or a gateway for you to walk through. Like a gateway for you to walk through. Now, you haven't necessarily walked through yet. You're very close, and you're actually holding on to a wand. You're holding on to a wand. Let's see. What's up with the holding on of the wand? Why is Libra holding on to this wand instead of walking through the gateway? Why is Libra holding on to the wand? Ah. Okay. Libra. First card I pulled for you guys is the Three of Swords, which represents basically a broken heart, like deception, a broken heart. It could also represent a third-party situation. Now, this third-party situation didn't have to get to the point of like sexual intercourse. These swords do represent communication, and they also represent air signs. So also Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius could be involved in the deception, or who stabbed you in your heart, you feel. Now, like I said, this may not have been a full-blown sexual relationship. This could have been them just communicating with someone, because the swords represent communication. So maybe they were communicating online or at work, or maybe they were in class with someone, or, you know, maybe there was a girl at the deli that they had the hots for, and they just took it too far, basically. They got the number and you saw text messages from deli chick, you know. So let me know if that resonates. Was there a deli chick? Now, this King of Wands got pulled next, and it's right next to this Three of Swords. So I believe this is the person who pulled the okie doke with this Three of Swords, who gave you the deception. They could have even communicated the deception to you, but this person looks so damn sly and slick. It's almost like, I feel like with this guy, and he got the lines like ready to bite, roar. He just looks like a player for real. And the King of Wands ain't supposed to be so damn shady. Like, a lot of decks, he's not this damn shady looking. So I feel like at this point, he was like a Mr. Lover. Like, he was one of them type of players, and you had to figure it out, I think. I feel like he wouldn't have just told you. And even right now, it's like, this is like how he kind of looks as he's telling you, like, yeah, that's what happened. You're right. Yeah, I mean, you probably had to really get it the fuck out of him. And you probably still, because of that, you probably still don't really know exactly what the hell's happening. And this is why you're probably still holding on, because it's not that you're necessarily holding on, but it's like you're holding on just because you don't know enough yet. So you don't want to necessarily cut them all the way off, and you can't get the answers that you really, really fucking need to move on. And I'll tell you why you need them to move on. And so you're looking over your shoulder. You're just trying to make sure everything's copacetic right now. You're trying to see, like, all right, motherfucker, I know you done told me some stuff. Or let me stop doing that, because I'm trying to monetize. So I know I done told you some stuff. Or you done told me some stuff, but how much is it true? So now this is you overviewing, I believe. Overlooking the situation, going back and seeing what it is, and even communicating how you feel about it with this sword. Because you got this sword raised up, ready to strike. So either the person's trying to come at you and you're communicating how you feel about this, or you just have it up because you're not really, striking yet. You just got it up, ready to strike, ready to talk. But I do believe there was communication, though, there was definitely communication with this King of Wands, which could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, about this either three-party deception or three-party, situation, or just him communicating to other people.